what a great thrill for Ray Cross too. Mick, he's been in the game for a long time, and I'm sure he'll get a big kick out of this horse winning tonight.
He sure will. He does a great job with them, and I just hope that when I get to his age, I'm still training the winners and as fight and fit as what Ray is. But him and Janelle are fantastic people.
He's in his 80s, is that right, Ray?
Yeah, I think so. He'll tell you he's only 18, but yeah, no, he's doing a great job.
The gate speed put this horse in a pretty good spot, and she trotted all the way and was very strong. Gary, well done.
Yeah, no, thanks, Rob. No, she was sort of in it all the way up the east tonight. She was probably a run short last week over the 22.40. It was probably a fortnight since her trial. And like they're gone at the last half in 58.3 up the front, so it's pretty hard to catch a trotter.
Yeah, she's got seems to be pretty good mannered and got that good little turn of speed, which is going to put her in good stead in a lot of races when she draws well.
Yeah, it is for sure, and she's probably got that little X factor to her. So, as you said, she'll be a nice little money spinner and probably a little bit better than a money spinner for a change.
Well done, Josh. I'm sure you'll be pretty thrilled to be driving this girl and heading up to the Oaks now, and I'm sure she's going to be a major player in it.
Yeah, no, thanks, Rob. Yeah, I'm very grateful for the opportunity that Adam and Janelle's given me to partner this filly, and hopefully we can go pretty good in the Oaks.
Yeah, well, no doubt. She seems to have relaxed really well too, Josh. She seems to be becoming I find her just a very professional horse, and the racing now matured, and she just seems to settling, and she's just doing everything you can ask for.
Yeah, exactly. Tonight we tried a little bit different. We ran her off the gate a little bit just to see if she's got the gate speed, because you know, if you get a good draw in the Oaks or even the heats, you don't want to be getting buried too far. And she ran the gate fairly well. And when I got to the front, she really relaxed, and yeah, she was lovely from then on in.
Well done, Richie. Good to catch up with you. Oh, is this your first Metro winner? Because it's, I think it probably is.
It is actually. I'm rough for the owners, and yeah, the horse has been going all right, just a bit no luck in a few races that I had. Been driving him a bit bad, but yeah, he went good today.
It's a big thrill, isn't it? And this new series, the Mercury 80, I know I've been a big supporter of the 1,200 metre races. I think it adds a different dimension to our game, and I think it's been very well received, and I'm sure you would have enjoyed driving in it.
Yes, I was. I was a little bit surprised with this horse. We didn't know what he was going to do today, honestly, because he's a bit of a lazy horse, but he can hold his ground for a bit of, distance.
Yeah, he's not quick out, but he certainly, once he gets balanced up, he certainly can wind up.
Yes, he's got, like I said, he keeps on going, he does.
Todd's got an amazing strike rate when he comes down to Tabcorp Park, Melton. I'm sure he relives some of the great memories each time he comes down and visits us. So it's probably a place that you like coming to, Todd.
Yeah, I do. I love this place. I always have a little bit of luck here. So no, we're off to a good start for the night.
It's, I would imagine as a driver, throughout your career, you go through so many different roller coaster moments, and you've had some pinnacle moments throughout your career to this point of time. Do you actually get an affinity and a love for a track that you drive at?
I think so, definitely. And I think a lot got to do with that. It's just the association of trainers and owners and wonderful horses I've been lucky enough to be a part of.
Tonight, delightful Tara, a lovely little mare. She came out of the gate well, got a nice spot. The tempo was even, but you were certainly in a pretty good place to figure in the finish, and she really knuckled down well in the straight.
She did. Isabel done a great job preparing this horse, and she raced really well last start in Sydney before coming down last week. She was probably just a little unlucky and got shuffled back from the wide draw once she got across, but no, she was spot on there tonight and found the line well.
Got the right barrier draw, got the right trip, but to his credit, he knew where the line was and he got there.
Yeah, thanks, Rob. Jeffrey's done a great job with this little horse, and he's just a gem to drive, just one that I love driving when I get the chance to get on him, and had a pretty good run on him now. And, tonight, as you said, is a massive step up in class again from what he's been racing, and the way he did it, he was still finding the line and still having a crack. So, he's a nice little horse. I've got a lot of time for him.
Yeah, and the thing is, when you start talking about horses, you talk about those little professional horses that just give 100% all the time. They might not be the best horse all the time, but what they do is continue to race well, and they continue to put themselves in there with a live chance, and that's where this horse has pretty much sat right throughout his career.
Yeah, that's right. You know, for a little horse, you know, he gets in and he has a crack, and he's got beautiful race manners. You know, you can put him to sleep and wake him up at the 800, and he's right there for you. And you know, he has a crack no matter what. So, you know, he's a little gem to drive.
Joshy Duggan come back for a driving double. Well done, Josh. You also gave the horse a nice little positive wrap earlier on in the night. Rob's done an amazing job to present him here first up. Got a terrific trip. Had to dig deep the last 100 metres, but he finished off really well.
Yeah, no, thanks, Rob. Yeah, Rob's done a great job with him. Zach and Tay, they done a good job to him before Rob got him, so I have to get a bit of the credit. But yeah, no, he was great tonight.
He was. He's a nice horse. He's been well looked after. I'll have a chat to Rob in a few moments' time. But one thing that we've seen about him, he's got good early speed. He's got a nice little sprint on him and got into a good spot tonight.
Yeah, that's right. He's got the good gate speed and he sat in there nice and relaxed. Probably the last 20 took a little bit of toll off him, but he was just good enough to win on the night, so it was great.
That was, I thought, his best performance, even though that he may have done it a little bit easier than some of his wins to date. But I just like the fact that he raced away from him over the concluding stages, and he was putting a gap on him, and he was travelling strong, and he looked to do it so easy.
Yeah, I was wrapped. Like you said, 28.3. He sprinted hard, and he sprinted hard to the line. I think I looked over my right shoulder, straightening up, and I could see Kate coming, and I think he heard her too, and he kicked again. But what I really was happy about was at the start how he accelerated through. I'd been thinking about that all week, and I thought we were half a chance. Wasn't overly confident, but I thought, you know, he'll come out all right, and yeah, so when that happened, that was fantastic.
It's interesting because you've played a little bit on my mind in some of your comments, because I sort of always looked at this horse, especially a bit earlier, that he did have good gate speed, and I know that you've probably been to the contrary in some of the comments that you've made to me when I've spoken to you, and tonight I thought, well, let's just find out from barrier one, but he came out pretty good.
Yeah, he did. Look, sometimes he can begin really well, and sometimes he just comes out with them. Yeah, it's another string he's added to his bow. When I first got him, he just sort of held his spot, but now he's starting to learn to come out with them and accelerate, and it can mean the difference between winning or losing. It can mean the difference between one horse too far back or being in front. So the fact that he's learnt to do that and also finish a race off as well, so he can do it both ends, is fantastic. It'll hold him in great stead for the future.
Did it easily tonight. Big lump of a mare. She's very well bred by Mac 3 out of Art to Triumph, who's certainly been a good brood mare and racehorse, and plenty of upside still to come.
Yeah, no, she's matured well into this year, and she was racing some really good 3-year-olds and that, so she was always going to come back in this class and have a bit of fun.
She's a big lump of a horse, mare. Where can this horse go to? What levels?
You never know. She's got the ability there. It's just a matter of getting her racecraft and everything there. And she seems a lot better this prep. So Mark and Courtney done a great job with her and being patient, and hopefully they'll reap the rewards.